Assalamu alaikum everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Muslimah Entrepreneur podcast. And I'm your human potential coach, Fatima K. So welcome, and I'm super excited to start it, this podcast, because actually I've always wanted to do that on video, just documenting my journey as an entrepreneur. I'm just a baby entrepreneur trying to become a bigger entrepreneur or an adult entrepreneur. I don't know how it looks like, but this is just the beginning. Anyway, I want to welcome you. I have my notes here with me on my computer, so I'm going to take up my note. So I'm not going to just, randomly say things, So what is this podcast about? So as its name, I'm a Muslim woman, as you can see it, and I am working to be an entrepreneur, right? So this episode is how to become a Muslimah entrepreneur today. And if you ever thought or believed, open quote, I'm a woman, I can't do this, or I'm not a business person, close quote, well, this whole podcast is here to just, destroy that type of mindset. So, start your journey with me, or if you're in your journey, get inspiration, motivation, tools that I'm going to share with you that I am also sharing and using, with my clients to just, become more successful, right? As an entrepreneur and as a woman. So we work a lot on a mindset. And the whole goal of this, podcast was just to have inspiration from other women that are doing the work, right? Other Muslim women that are doing the work, that are in business, they're also struggling, and are also winning. So having these examples really is a game changer, right? Because most of the entrepreneurial landscape is mainly male. It's great to learn from them because we have so much to learn from them, but it's also you don't know what I'm going through, right? Because we don't have the same issues, right? We don't have the same challenges and also responsibilities, because as a woman, we're also a mom, we're also a wife. So, we have to take all of that into account to really build our journey, right? So, who am I? As I said, human potential coach. So I am French Algerian. I studied business. So I have a business degree, a bachelor's degree. I also studied renewable energy because I wanted to. And now I'm a coach. I'm a human potential coach, certified with the Human Potential Institute today. So I'm basically, helping mainly Muslim business women, but also businessmen and other, people that are not maybe business people, but that executives or like maybe athletes also, just to help them get clarity. So this is, coaching. Coaching is different from therapy, from consulting. Coaching is unique in its in a sense of like it's in the future, it's for the future, it's building your future you, and it's partnering with you by helping you, reach your objectives and goals, right? So this is coaching. So I work a lot on the mindset, so all about, getting clarity, getting focused, and getting started, because it's all about implementation. And that's also the magic of coaching, is like, it's great, we have a conversation, we get clarity, but we also take actions at the end, of the session. And it's great, right? Because it's all about implementation. So what will this podcast be? As I said, I'm going to share my journey, but also I'm going to share some tools, that I came across, that I, learned. I'm also mentored by other entrepreneurs, and I just, got to show up and do the work, right? So you'll see that, hopefully, to really, build what I, visualize being an entrepreneurial, journey. So every entrepreneurial journey is unique, but the challenges on the mindset level, on the emotional level, I think, we go through the same thing, right? All of us. So I want to really document that. I'm also documenting, some talks, conversation with Muslim businesswomen that are already doing it, working towards it. But not only Muslim businesswomen, but other, Muslim women, professionals that also work, they have some win to share, some challenges to share, and wisdom to share, right? And athletes, I mean, women athletes, it's a small portion of the population, but again, it's very present and we can learn from them too, right? So you will have all of that and so much more. I don't know. For the moment, the format will be me solo, some explainers, some tutorials, and also some other interviews, as I said, with, women, entrepreneur, athletes, and executives or professionals, right? So again, like, this is an all women. I think it's really important to have that for us, and to get as much as, women power as possible, right? So in 2021, this is my main goal. I don't know in the future if it will change, because we're always changing. But today, this is, what you will get in the Muslimah Entrepreneur podcast. Okay, so I do have a quote to my name. As I told you, I work a lot on the mindset. I focus a lot on the mindset, on, getting out this, empowered feeling, empowered belief in yourself. Because I truly believe it starts there. It starts right here. Why? Everything else is learnable. But if you have your faith in you, if you have this, belief, this certainty, the core is strong, the rest you can build, right? And you need support, you need, help. You don't have to do this alone. That's amazing. Create a community, create a supportive environment, be your own cheerleader, internally and externally. Okay, so my quote is, open quote, we are 7.7 billion people on this planet, and I'm not here to please everybody. So it's very, about very much being, like, selfish, but in a good sense. And especially as a woman, you got to take care of yourself, because you can't, give from a half full cup or like an empty cup, right? So if you're like a mom and also a businesswoman and a wife, I mean, you have to give a lot. So take care of yourself, fill yourself as much as possible, and then you give, right? So that's super important. And, don't try to please everybody. That is also a real, strong belief that I have. You have to take care of yourself, right? If you're happy, everybody's happy around you, okay? But if you're like unhappy or like you're sick or whatever, it will affect your life around you, right? People around you, your work, everything. So it's super important to keep that in mind. And I'm going to repeat it anyway a lot on this podcast for sure. And in all the, the videos that I do also. Okay, let's talk about what's in it for you. So again, as I said, if you're like already a Muslim entrepreneur, women that, or like you're just, starting or wanting to start, you'll get inspiration, you'll get motivation, you'll get tools, right? You'll get stories, you'll get people that you can keep in touch with, right? To learn from. It's not just me, it's all the other amazing women that are doing it, and, there are in different industries, or, just have different experiences that will give you a new perspective, and also just, this wealth of wisdom that you can use in your own life, in your own business, right? So you will get this, and I will do that by documenting, being authentic, and like just giving to you as it is, as I am, and so you'll see. So today in my life, I'm happy to not be married and to have no children. For sure, this is so helpful, like for my own personal, building career, like, or my entrepreneurial life. But having conversation with other women that are moms, that are wives, and it is really interesting to see the differences and to learn from them, right? So this is me. I'm focusing more on that today, and I value, really engaged relationships. So, and committed relationships. So just to give that, I think it's not fair for me today to just, get into a relationship or to get married, because I know that I'm not going to give my all, my 100%, right? So it's for me, it's just a personal decision, and you'll see where it goes. But this is where I'm at today. Okay. Another point that I wanted to bring to you in this podcast episode is just, the importance of faith, as Muslim in general, but for me especially. So, I did my, research, but as Muslims, we're, asked to conduct our business in a halal way, right? So again, for me, I just started to really get deeper into the learning of, Islam. And I came across this talking with Monal Idrisi, that you will have the episode also within the month of March in this channel. And she talked about, halal cosmetics. So she has a business that is halal, and it's halal cosmetics. So I was like, what is halal? Because me being French Muslim, the halal word was only, like no pork, no alcohol, right? And that's it. I was like, what is this halal business? And she just went through, the explanation. You will listen to it, in the podcast. But, what I got from it is really what's your intention, how you conduct your business, of course, and you're not going in some industries that are, haram. And you're just, from A to Z, you're really making sure that it's ethical, that it has higher values, and you're really helping people and not hurting them. So again, this is one goal that I want to have for this podcast, for a YouTube channel, or for my other businesses, inshallah, maybe. And so it's a very a concept, I think, that I'm going to go deeper in another episode, but it's really important to start with that, make it sure that this is the foundation. So a few ayat on, businesses and the halal business, from Surah Al-Baqarah, 2:168. O you people, eat of what is on earth lawful and good, and do not follow the footsteps of the evil one, for he is to you an avowed enemy. So again, making sure that we're going out of the these haram industries, but also just in a podcast, like not gossiping or not bad mouthing anybody, right? So this is absolutely not the goal of this podcast, for sure. And especially for me, known as the positivity queen, I am really into that, just being positive. And people that like you, great. They don't like you, well, just get them out of your life, so you're not gonna go deep into the evil, getting angry, mouthing, stabbing in the back, whatever. But that's super important also for me. Another ayah here from Surat Al-Saf, open quote, so 61, 10, 11. So that's Surah 61 and ayah 10, 11. O you who have believed, shall I guide you to a transaction that will save you from a painful punishment? It is that you believe in Allah and His Messenger and strive in the cause of Allah with your wealth and your lives. This is the best for you if you should know. So again, we have these reminders from, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on, just living a halal life and, going in a good person, mode, and being valuable to the community, being valuable to the society. And it's great to have these reminders again and again, because we're not perfect and we're not meant to be perfect on this planet. So I'm really making sure that I'm aware of my, positive side and also negative side. And as a coach, it's really helpful, having the tools and, keep doing the work, which is really challenging, but super important, right? And I think it's never ending. This is the kind of the foundation, of this podcast. Really, it's, to support you, to help you, to hold you accountable, also super important, accountability from coaching, as a business Muslim woman, and just, doing the work in a supportive community, right? And I think we need that. There are tons of negativity out there, in the Muslim world and outside of the Muslim world, and we don't need to add to that. We need to build the positivity, we need to build the wins, a healthy, first of all, people, and then, healthy communities and a healthier Muslim ummah internationally. So this is, what you will get in this episode, and I'm so happy, that I decided to just do this episode 1 in the International Women's Day. So it's March 8th, 2021, and again, it's just to reinforce this, woman power that I truly believe in. And if you want to change societies, you got to start with women, right? So empowering women to really build these, healthier, empowered household, and then, it's just reflect on the community in general. So this is where we're at in this episode. I wanted to keep it short and also just to give you a taste of what it will be. Stay tuned for, more episodes either on my website, or in your favorite platform. So you know what this podcast is about, who I am, what's in it for you, and I want to thank you for listening and watching. So, and I always say, to the next episode, get clarity, get focused, and get started to live your best life, because this is just what it is. And found out more again on the website, and follow me on Twitter at Demoiselle. You will have everything, on the show notes. And also subscribe on YouTube, which is very, very, very active. This year is all about YouTube and also, podcasting on Fatima K TV. So I see you on the other side, and I'll come in every Monday for Muslimah Entrepreneur podcast episodes. Super exciting. I want to thank you again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.